Hello there. Welcome back to the finale of FlyInSpace's Acclamator. And I know you're probably looking here and you're like, that's not the Acclamator, and you're right. It is the UCCS Executor. And I've been asked several times about what my favorite UCS set is, and this is it. And it's my favorite for several reasons. I mean, there are many Star Destroyers that you see in movies and shows and such, but I've only really seen the Executor a few times. And I know that there's probably several other Executors because I think the Executor itself is a type of class, but I can't remember what class of ship it is. Or maybe it is the Executor class and there are just other different ships named differently.
Hello there.
Hi, Alexandria.
Hello there.
I built out the UCS Millennium Falcon as my first UCS set, and while I love the set, it was a difficult and troublesome build for me. It was my first big project after the Titanic, and there's a lot of Technic pieces in the Millennium Falcon with pins that have to be in certain places. And as a novice builder, I screwed up these pin placements several times, which meant, you had to deconstruct everything and start all over in different places. And even when I got done building it, I was still unhappy with it and literally took it apart a day after I finished building it. And I did build the UCS AT-AT, and that was also troublesome in some places, especially in the head. Hey, Com. Oh yeah, that kind of sucks. But you might be able to order some replacement pieces to cover up the discolored ones. And so, I decided I would build this, and I bought this with the Star Destroyer at the Minifix shop in St. Louis, and it was. I mean, ever since I had my eye on it, I was like, I really, really want that ship because it just, to me, it just looks so very neat. It has a unique shape to it, and so, this is before I even thought about doing a YouTube channel. I mean, that was not in my brain whatsoever. So I just started building it out one day, and I mean, it was just a fantastic build. I mean, you start building the like the bottom part of the hull first, and it's just plate after plate after plate, and you're building it out and you're building it out, and you're like, oh my goodness, how large is this ship gonna be? And it took up the entire length of my dining room table by the time it was done. And there was a lot of greebling that had to be put on. I mean, if you look, you know, on top, you could see it's just all sorts of greebling. And while it was a little bit repetitive, it wasn't too repetitive. And there was no complicated parts to this ship whatsoever. There's nothing tricky, nothing that I felt like my fat fingers couldn't take care of. And the engines, they were not too sophisticated. I kind of don't like the coloring of them a little bit, but outside of that, I mean, it's not too bad. And so when I finished this, it really felt great to get through a large build like this and have no problems. And it helped, give me confidence to keep continuing to tackle larger builds like this. So when I look back on this ship, I feel all those, the satisfaction and the confidence and, feeling like a job well done. And that's why I really think this ship will never be dethroned for me as being my favorite set to build. So I had a little bit extra time today, or I think I have a little bit extra time. So I figured I would just, talk about this a little bit. And I feel bad that it's on the bottom shelf. And when I get more shelving someday, it'll be where I think it should be, on the top shelf somewhere. So I guess that's enough about this, and I'll go ahead and put it back. Very carefully, I will put it back. All right, so I have great news. So if you were watching the end of last night's stream, the Acclamator lost its rear deflector shields and took a catastrophic hit in the tail section, and needed some minor reconstruction. Actually, I say minor. It was a little frustrating getting everything back together the way it was. But that's all done. I went to sleep last night, and I laid in bed, and I think it was somewhere around 11:41 when I finally got out of bed. So I came downstairs and started reconstructing. And then after that, I'm like, I'm just gonna piece everything out that I have left and make sure that I have everything. So I went through and went through all the steps, and hopefully, granted it was probably somewhere around 12:30 in the morning when I got to that point. Hopefully I didn't miss adding some things. But everything here is, what I have left for the build. So I will go ahead and get started. Let's play the music. And swap everything. Hopefully everyone's having a great Saturday. My Saturday has been very, very weird. My wife left town this morning, so even though I got to sleep somewhere around 2 a.m., I still got up early to help see her off. And then as soon as she left, I went back to bed. And then I still made it for my Saturday morning walk with my friends and my dog. And then after that, I came home and I took a nap. And then ran a whole bunch of errands and caught some of Randucci's stream that he did today, which was pretty cool, the T-Rex build. And then got ready for all this. So I'd say I probably have slept the majority of today. So hopefully tonight I can finally get some good night's sleep. Okay. I have 2 more little engines to put together. So I'm probably just going to build them all out at the same time. Well, all. I mean, like both of them, really. So I want to have the return of the greebling for the wing sections. There's a whole lot of greebling again left to do. Which is okay. I mean, it's a part of the build process, so. And there are some optional landing gear. Okay, come on. There's some optional landing gear stuff to put on there. And I went ahead and pieced that out. And when I get to that point, you know, I'll see if you guys want me to build that out or just skip it. I mean, to me, I'm just fine with skipping it. I have no plans to actually take it off the stand at this point. It's does not want to go in. Yep, they're the exact same. So let me see if I can stick this one in here. See. It's almost like this. Oh, almost. Maybe I need to expose the stud just a little bit more. So what have you all been up to today? Anything fun and exciting? Oh no, this does not want to go in. Oh yeah, Alexandria, what set are you working on?
Hello there.
Hey Arnold. Arnold, you missed oh, that sounds pretty cool. Arnold, you missed my my spiel about the Executor Star Destroyer and how it's my favorite set. So I guess once the stream ends, you'll have to go back and catch that. Also, you missed my spiel about how I couldn't sleep last night. And so came down here and made sure I had every single piece left available for this build. And this piece has to be defective because this piece will not go in here. And I know 100% everything is built correctly. It just doesn't have the, just will not go in. Yeah, it's sad to have difficulties when building Lego, really. You guys might be able to hear my lovely cat Dudley desperately trying to get in here, but he's not allowed right now. All right, so I'll go ahead and do that there. Okay, so we're in now. And that's just building out the other one. I'm not going to put these on until later, so I'm just going to stick it over there. Da. All right. So where I made a mistake last night was I wasn't paying attention that I was supposed to be using 1x5 plates. And so I was sticking in 1x4 plates. And then when I got to where I needed to put in 1x4 plates, suddenly I didn't have any more. And I was like starting to panic because I was like, oh no, I don't have all the pieces. And then I realized, whoops, just made a small mistake there. So yeah, Arnold, I reconstructed the set last night and then pieced this all out, and then finally I felt like I was tired enough to sleep, and then did fall asleep, and then set my alarm for 5:30 because I knew that my wife was leaving early. And something I always like to do for her, although it seems so silly, is I like to go fill up the gas tank for the car so she doesn't have to, you know, make a stop and do that on her own. She can just get in the car and get driving to St. Louis. So I took care of that, and then I saw her off, and then went back to bed. And then woke up from my walk, and then went back to bed. And then I had to get up at 2, and this is going to sound really silly, but I really love nautical ships, you know, like the Age of Sail. I really love the Age of Sail. And my study upstairs that I work in has, you know, all kinds of like Age of Sail, you know, like pictures and stuff like that. And I was browsing Facebook Marketplace, as I do all the time, looking for Lego sets, which I can never find here on Marketplace, never. But I did see someone was selling these amazing Age of Sail portraits, so I met him at 2 o'clock and purchased those. And then by that time, though, I felt awake. I didn't feel like I needed to go back to sleep. So I did a bunch of errands today, and then you know, caught some of Randucci's stream, and you were there, so. And then after that ended, it was time to start getting ready for this. Oops. So when I'm using Google Drive well, I saved the directions to Google Drive so I could access them from you know, my laptop and my home PC. And when I accidentally flip over to the other thing, that was my intro that was sent to me.
Hello there.
Hey, Constant Gaming. So I don't usually buy things for the house. The wife usually buys things for the house. So yesterday I told her what I was getting, and she did not seem very enthused. That she did not have a controlling interest in what was purchased. But That's fine. I can already tell you that she's gonna want me to reframe the pictures, which is cool. She does have you know, a saying control in what gets displayed upstairs, and I get saying control of what gets displayed downstairs. So things are even. Which is why I don't really have very many. I don't have very many Legos upstairs. Just a few. But I imagine the T-Rex will find its way upstairs. What'd you get, Arnold? What'd you get? I'm guessing you found a minifig display. Yeah, Alexandria, one of my saddest things is I didn't discover Lego until last year, so I could have been enjoying these for many more years, like when I was younger. But I am happy that I did discover my enjoyment of them, and I will now continue to build them out for as long as I'm able. Oh, the rare. You're talking about the Beastmaster? So I'm gonna take a small break here, and I'm gonna move these over because I was waiting for more of my mill stuff to come in before I showed this off. So I want to put in trees. That's my next step, is to put in trees. But so Arnold, I also got very lucky, and I got 2 of them. See, it's like a standoff. So I got Beastmaster, Druid, Beastmaster, and then the 2 Raven Knights that came with the medieval blacksmith. So the only thing I'm not quite sure of is, like, what's the allegiance of the archer? Like, I don't know if she would be with the Beastmasters, or if she would just be with the blacksmith, or what. But yeah, so I also got 2 Dragon Knights. I haven't taken them out of the packaging, and I got a Bard, which is is actually my all-time favorite, thing to play. So I need to figure out how to make like more of a dirt road, because this is what this is supposed to be. And then I want more trees, so I got to figure out how to do trees and stuff like that. So that's the start. So I'll go ahead and put that back now. Okay. Well, congratulations on getting 2, Arnold. I mean, I'm surprised. Honestly surprised. I went to everywhere in Singapore. Everywhere. Trying to get Series 27 Beastmasters. And I got nothing. And then I don't think they really had them at the airports, so I didn't try there. And then on a hunch, I'm like, oh no, Arnold, no, do not feel scummy about that whatsoever, because I guarantee you, so many other people have been doing that, and really, you have to do that. Do you want the skater girl? I don't want the skater girl. What am I gonna do with the skater girl? I don't have cities. That minifig belongs in a city, and I have no cities, so I have no use for that. And there's others. Oh, nice, Com. Very nice. So, I use the scanner, and I personally have no regrets. I am very thankful for all those developers that made all of those scanner phone apps, and I did actually contribute to the one that developed the one I ended up using, because it was just fantastic. Getting the minifigs I wanted. Yes. Yep. And I have, and you're like me. You have a desire to use these things in your cities, and you don't want to sell them. So, in my opinion, that's great. Okay, so I think I need another 6. So the poll is tied right now. I'm very interested to see what wins. So the lucky cat is a set I actually purchased in Singapore, and stuck it in my carry-on luggage. And I really actually kind of want the complete collection, just because to me it's kind of neat. but I don't know. I don't know where I would stick it. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have also put in there the cityscapes I have, like London, Singapore, and Paris, but really I can only do 4 options for the poll, so those were the first ones I could really think of. Yeah, the castle mock sure is fighting. So I have pulled out all of those because, believe it or not, well, except for the castles, I did not think that the castles would be you know, tied. The one that I thought would win is the lightsaber. And if I don't build the lightsaber tonight, I won't be disappointed. It'll be there for, you know, another time where I'll just build it on my own. And this is just... the next time I buy someone's mock, I'm going to, you know, do a little bit more research on reviews and such. I don't think they had reviews for these on Brick Vault. So the Falcons, the Falcon Border Fortress, which I think is, unless, you know, another one went out and I haven't gone back to look in a while. That one has received great reviews, and someone on Reddit posted an expanded Lion Knights castle, and oh my goodness, that looks so very good. But he doesn't have a mock instructions for it. He just took a mock that someone else had made and, you know, modified it. So unfortunately, there's no way to replicate that. So somehow, some way, this is supposed to clip in here, but it doesn't say where. Also, it really doesn't want to clip in here. Okay, there it goes. Okay, all right. So this clips in here somehow. That's in here. And this also clips in here. All right, so that's all nice and flush there. So Arnold, do you get days off, or are you always working? I assume you get days off at some point. This piece is going to be only held in place by thoughts and prayers, man. Hey, cool. Paper bags. I don't think I've had paper bags yet. I've seen, you know, plenty of people have paper bags. Like, you know, Austrian Brick Fan seems like a lot of his builds lately have been with paper bags. I wonder if they've been rolling them out in Europe faster than the United States. Oh, that's a good point, Alexandria. I didn't really even think about that until you mentioned it. And let me tell you, I'm prone to leaving pieces in clear bags as it is and thinking, oh my goodness, I'm missing a piece. Only to go back and find that, no, it's in there. Now, I have had plenty of times when I have been missing pieces, as it's been detailed several times on my streams. Sure. Okay. I don't have my watch on tonight because it died. Because I usually charge my watch in the morning, and the morning was dedicated to sleeping. So I just don't want to miss a text from the wife that she has something she needs from me. Oh, maybe I am missing an 8 piece. This is a 10, I believe. Oh, am I quiet today, Holly? Oh, I am quiet today, huh? Let me boost this up a little bit then. Welcome back, Holly. Did you get your door stained? Gotcha. That sounds so...
Hello there.
I have done some painting in a house before. Well, actually, I've done painting several times. My grandpa, actually, after he retired from the hey, little Lego. My grandpa retired from the Army and the post office, and after he retired from the post office, he started doing his own like side projects. And one of those side projects was he did a painting business, and you know, he's like, hey, why don't you come along and help me paint? And I lasted 2 hours. I was so bad at painting, and he's like, well, thanks for your help, but I don't think I'll need you tomorrow, you know. Just kind of, you know, let down my my teenage ego gently. And then after that, many years later, I was living with someone, and she decided that she wanted to paint her. She wanted to paint the living room, and it was so bad. We ended up hiring someone to come in and fix it. So I cannot paint, and painting is not too much. It is different from staining somewhat, but it's still the same general concept. So I don't think I could ever do what you were doing ever. And I love that you can. And from what I've seen from the pictures, it looks great. Oh no, little Lego, I'm sorry. Did you have one of those cramps in the middle of the night that gets you the next day? Sometimes that happens to me. Yeah, I also hope you get to feeling better. I found that if I don't have enough potassium, then I start getting those cramps in the middle of the night. So I eat bananas, and I take vitamins, and that seems to have really helped. Oh, okay. Well, that's definitely not what I was thinking. Well, I hope you get to feeling better. Maybe stick some... Oh, okay. Maybe stick some ice on there. That might help it get a little better. Oh my goodness. We have a three-way tie, folks. We have a three-way tie. I don't eat a lot of veggies, so vitamins help with that too. Part of the problem is I don't like a lot of vegetables. When I was a kid growing up, we were pretty poor, so we grew stuff in a garden, and it was a lot of cabbage, as well as Brussels sprouts, and so I can't eat really much of any of those things anymore. And I somehow am missing a piece. It's not a major piece, but Well, yeah, actually, it is a major piece. Actually, not good. Get pushed over here. Nope. All right, I'm going to see if I can try to score this extra piece somewhere. Hold on a second. So yeah, there is this ridiculous piece in the tail section that's just loose. You know what? I'm gonna use that to continue, and I'll find that part at my hobby shop in town, and I'll put that ridiculous tail piece in later, because I would like to continue this build, and I don't want to be held back by missing something. So the castle is winning. So yeah, Holly, my parents are, they did make it through the storms okay. They didn't have any near hits like we did, which is fortunate for them. They live in a duplex, so I'm not entirely sure if they have a basement to hide out in. I hope they do, but I'm not entirely sure that they do. I know myself, I can never ever live in a house again my entire life and not have a basement. Because nowhere to me feels safe from tornadoes anymore. I thought Cleveland would be safe, and it was safe for me when I lived there, but after I moved, they got tornadoes. Now, granted, my house that I rented in Cleveland did have a basement, and it's not too difficult to find there, but I'm just saying. Okay, moving right along. See, look how few pieces are left now. That's it. So we are definitely at the end here. So we have the poll will close when I'm all done. Yeah, little Lego. If I recall right, you can't have anything like Aspen or something like that. So I think maybe ice and I mean, if, of course, that's if the paint doesn't go in. Maybe ice or like some icy hot or something like that will do the trick for you. Yes, Arnold. That's why I have what is it? 48 by 48 mils already set up, and I should have pieces coming in for enough to cover another 48 by 48. And I have a 36 by 36 already built that the Blacksmith's Village is on, that I can just, I can just take the Blacksmith's Village off. Yes, I have been, I've been purchasing mill stuff. That's been my primary expense the last, week or so, in preparation in advance for the castle. It's going to be certainly a different project. Will I be in costume for it? Maybe. If I can remember to order it on time. Oh yeah, I mean, I enjoy putting costumes on. I really do. And I'm just thankful that these lights are not so hot that I turn into a sweaty mess while in costume. So now I have to clip this silly little thing in. Yeah, it's aligned correctly. I really hate using these pieces to connect. There we go. And when I say these pieces, hey Rex! Oh Rex, you're just in time for me to rant about potentially illegal techniques. So I am connecting pieces using this small round, semi-round portion of this, well, whatever piece this is. It just feels, as you have said before, just feels so janky. That on the wrong side. No, it is on the wrong A skate element, really? Skate pieces? Learn something new every day. Okay, now let's go. This goes in here. Very cool. hopefully you do find those large Lego pieces you're looking for. I'm sure they're in the house somewhere. So the voting will close in about 5 to 10 minutes, unless you guys want me to put on the landing gear. I feel like I missed something here. Oh, I wonder if I built that out too long. Nope. I think I did. Okay, let me go back and just look this over again, because I think I may have accidentally built this out just a little too long. Man, I really loved Toys R Us when I was a kid. I used to really enjoy going in there. In fact, I remember when they had the Game Boys that had the demos. You can go in and play Tetris and Ultima. Oh, I don't think you can play Ultima Online on Game Boy, but when I eventually got my Game Boy, I certainly did play Ultima Online, or it wasn't Ultima Online, it was Ultima of some sort. I can't remember which Ultima game it was, but I really enjoyed all my trips to Toys R Us. These skate pieces to snap things in, and there we go. That's all good there. Oh yeah, KB, I forgot about KB. We didn't have a KB where I lived. I just saw them in different cities and such. Where I lived, it was Toys R Us, Kmart, which was actually the biggest store, and then they had a small Walmart. Oh, Holly actually, we weren't living there at the same time, but Holly actually lived in the town just north of me, so she probably knows a little bit about what I'm talking about. Of course, things may have changed between the time that I lived in my town and she moved to the town just north. All right, ladies and gents, time to bring her out. So, side cam for engines. These are supposed to just go in on a stud on the back. Now, I am going to rotate this towards me because I'm going to be very careful. Because the tail section, as we saw yesterday, is extremely fragile. Okay, so the side engines are in. So that's the final look of the engines in the back. And now for the top to get the rest of this stuff in. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this back in because I wasn't actually missing a piece. This literally is how this rusts in there. It's so janky. Yeah. Yeah. So. And I have no idea how this actually gets clipped in. Instructions just say to press down at these few selected spots, but it really isn't connecting in anywhere. There goes the bottom part. Okay, the bottom part's back in. But in the process, well, there she is. I consider her done. Ooh, well, it's sticking up just a little bit over here, I guess. There we go. Yes, this is extremely fragile. I think these side pieces are just barely in there. So it's going on the shelf and it will remain there until until I have to move it, and then it's just gonna end up in a million pieces. So, yep. So the question is, do you want landing gear? You know what? I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna stick a landing gear on this thing. There's no way, shape, and form I am ever taking it off of this stand ever. So I'm considering this set done. So any questions before I stick it in its final spot forever? Will remain there forever and never be touched and hardly looked at, because I feel if I look at it, it's going to fall apart. Yes, Craigle. Oh my goodness. Craigle, if you guys didn't know, is the name for a crazy glue. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and very carefully stick it in its final spot. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So you have the Acclamator and you have the Venator. Ta-da! Arnold, please don't say that. Please don't say that. So, thank you for being along for these 10 long stream sessions until this was done. Well, if I get a quake here, it's going to be a lot worse than just losing the Acclamator. If we had a quake here, it would, well, it's the, what is it, the San Madrid Fault or something like that? Anyways, earthquakes in Missouri are terrible. So I don't even know what time it is. So we have almost 2 hours, guys. If you have not voted in the poll, you have about a minute before I close the poll, and we have a tie. I mean, I don't know what to do. Someone has to break this tie. Someone's got to break the tie. I can't break the tie. Or can I break the tie? I don't feel right breaking the tie. I never thought we would get a tie. Man, where's Randucci? Randucci or Never Too Old for Lego. They could come in here and break this tie. Oh, little Lego. That is a solid idea. All right, let me get my keyboard over here. So, I am going to have to do a little, I bet Arnold slapped that vote so quickly. I have to do a couple things. Like I actually have to get the 3-in-1s out. So I will let you guys vote, and I'll be right back while I get some stuff. All right, I'm back. 2 votes? 3 votes? See how many are in here? We got 8 in here. 4 votes? Oh man. Let's see. There's 8 in here. If we get 5 votes and they're all sorting, then you can't defeat that. It's statistically impossible. There's still a chance that the Acclamator can win. It's right over there. No, it's right here, actually. Big brother needs a little brother, right? I'm honestly surprised that this didn't win. I mean, I assumed that this would win. Because, I mean, who wouldn't want to see this build? And really, it really matches this. I guess it would be best to rotate this. Oh no, actually I had it the right direction. Oop. They look similar. Oh, I mean, either way, if I wanted to really build the Acclamator and it was my choice, I wouldn't have put a poll up. So let me look at this mock. Darth Revan Saber, Rex, and Arnold. Darth Vader's his lightsaber. Are those brick built or are those physical lightsabers? Oh, cool. I only have Luke's, and I have I think it's basically Anakin's lightsaber handle, but the lightsaber itself is like customizable. I can change colors, change sounds, change just about everything with it. Okay, well, I feel like the poll's been up for 7 minutes, so I guess we sort. So there are 4 boxes, and I've not opened any of these. So, this is going to be interesting. So, I don't want to get like too far into things. Wow, there's lots of. Okay, that's 7. I'm not gonna get as far as 7, I don't think. Let's start with just 1 and 2. Yes, no. Technically, little Lego, I have 6 of these. 6 of these because I plan on building another mock that requires 4. I just haven't gotten the other 2 yet. This mock requires 4, and the other one I want to build also requires 4. So I have 6 of these 3-in-1s. So I'm going to sort the first couple bags and kind of go from there. So this mock uses all the pieces, extra pieces included. I'm really surprised that you guys just want to watch me sort. Last one. All right. So let's see. If I've done this right, I don't know what floor this belongs to. Oh, that's 7. I don't know where that belongs. I should have 4 2s, 4 1s, 4 big ones. So those are the 4 big ones, 4 little ones. I only have 3 2s, so what did I do with the other 2? Looking for the other 2. Okay. It's a tower, I think. Yeah, it's like a tower. Okay, so let me see this. I'm going to try to see if I can stick this in the chat for you guys to look at. I'm not sure if that's possible. So that's the video of the video presentation of this MOC. It is so great to be opening bags again. Real, honest to goodness Lego bags. It is great. Oh man, let's see here. Let's listen to some fitting music. So, they have some suggestions for sorting. What suggestions do you guys have? Oh, I waited for, I don't know, like, I waited 7 minutes. 7 minutes before I decided to close the tiebreaker. I'm sorry. So their suggestions would be to sort together all the panels, windows, and doors. Big plates, small plates, round plates, big slopes, small slopes. So I guess I would just follow their recommendation so far as the sorting goes. So I guess these would be round plates. Stick all the round plates. Stick the big plates together. Minifigs. I don't know if I want to build the minifigs yet. So I'll put the square ones together. Round. Stick all the slopes together. I guess the bricks together. I feel like I'm crowding myself out of it. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that Acclamator because it wouldn't really do great for a speed build because it's open. Because the reason why I got it is because I basically had to pirate some pieces out of it, which I purchased the replacement pieces today. But yeah, with speed builds, part of it is, you know, opening the box, opening the packages and stuff like that, and it's already open. Yeah, I do plan to have a nice expansion into castles and such. I mean, I have the medieval town square. I have the siege encampment on order. I have the medieval blacksmith already that was built out on stream. So I definitely plan on expanding out into that, of course. And it, you know, I know I'll run into space issues eventually, but I guess, you know, I'll figure that out when I get to that point. It is going to be... Oh, well. I guess that's a good point. I guess I'll try. Yeah, I guess it could probably be glued back into place. I don't plan on building this out for a while. The way it's gonna go is I have the sand crawler. I think it's red 5 and B wing, and then after that it's random Lego build day, which this will not be one of the options because it's too large. And then after that it'll be like 3 more UCS sets, and then after that it'll be the castle mod. And somewhere at the end of April, I don't know what I'll be building at that time, but somewhere at the end of April will be the initial start of the T-Rex. And I don't like starting a build and then not finishing it, but I think she said she'd be available on April 28th to do the start the T-Rex, and then like very soon after that we go on vacation. Little Lego, I am like I'm building the mini Acclamator. Okay, so let's take a look here. I think I'm going to combine these bigger ones and these medium-sized ones, and then I'm going to take these smaller ones and stick them in their own little bowl. These weird angle ones I'm going to stick in their own little bowl. See, none of these are really all that small. Small rectangulars in their own. And the bigger blocks in their own. And then the smaller plates will also get their own. Let's see. I think I can just get away with putting the 4s and the 3s in their own as well. I'm going to stick these thicker ones in their own. I'm going to stick these in there too. The angled ones, I don't know, maybe I can get away with sticking in a small one. Maybe. I think these can go in a small one because there's not going to be very many of them. These bigger ones. I have many bowls, many bowls. I think the ceilings here are just too low. I mean, you can't. Let's see. See, the ceilings here are just too low. I don't think I could get away with hanging anything from the ceilings. I'm sure I would smack into them with my head. I mean, I had to move the Republic gunship into a different section because I kept on hitting it with my shoulder. Every time I walked by, it was truly annoying. Okay. So yeah, this is a great time to ask me any questions you guys might have. I feel like I've asked a lot of or answered a lot of questions already in the past, but yep, same here, Com. I've done that so many times. So many times. Look at how much. I think I don't need this right now, so let me move that and free up a little bit of real estate over here. I'm not really sure on. Okay, so the sand crawler is just it's about 1.5 feet long and like 3/4 of a foot tall. So it's not very large. I am still a little nervous about building that. It's going to be an exciting stream to see for sure. Except for Rex. Rex doesn't like. I think he's Star Wars'd out. But Rex, I still appreciate you always tuning in. I really love the things you talk about. So I always look forward to you popping in when you can, even if it is Star Wars related. Oh, my Office. The Office episode of all time is gotta be, what is it? The season 2 conclusion, where or maybe that's season 3. I think it's the end of season 3. Yeah, when Jim comes back and asks Pam if she's available to go for a date, and Pam says yes. Oh, look, I've got goosebumps just thinking about it. And I know, like, they got married, and I'm sorry if you've never seen The Office, there's a bazillion spoilers, but there comes a point in time where, you know, if a show's been on for a long time and you haven't seen it by now, and it gets spoiled, I mean, the onus is kind of on you at that point. But, yeah. Yes, Alexandria, there are minifigs. After this, I can get the box out so we can all kind of take a look at it together as much as we can with all this stuff in the way.
Hello there. Hello there.
My button. Over here. My panels go over there. Okay, so let me make just a little bit more here. I see Hoffman. Welcome to the channel, C. Hoffman. Hey, Zim! You missed the conclusion. Anyways, here is the sandcrawler here. I thought they would display the minifigs like they do sometimes, but I guess this one they don't. So it looks like they've got a Luke, C3PO. R2D2. Jawa and Obi-Wan. And I didn't do any research before on what the minifigs were before I got it out. So yeah, so pretty much, yes, Sandcrawler's next. Pretty much all that you see here with these panels, they are all fragile except for, you know, the brown ones like this one. I think these are safe, but the rest of them could break. Monday, 6 p.m. Tune in to see the desolation on my face as they all break. I'm going to have a brick break counter on the screen. I just have to figure that out. So I had a series of polls today to determine what we would do with the time remaining in the stream, because I didn't want to cut the stream early, because I knew the build would finish early, and no, I will never get drunk on stream. I acknowledge that that there are, you know, minors that tune in, and I would never do that. I feel that would be in poor taste. Will I be drinking some bourbon? Yes, I will be, but not enough to get anywhere near inebriated. And even then, I feel like I may be doing a disservice to the viewers somewhat by doing that, but I'm going to be so nervous about this build, I don't feel like I'm going to get through it without, you know, just something to kind of help take the edge off, as they say. So they will be fine bourbons. We were talking like some Blanton's. I have some Weller that I have. I don't have very much of the Weller, but I'll have that. And I have some local stuff that has the same mash bill as some Maker's Mark 57, I think it is. So yeah, it will be okay though. It won't be too bad. I will not get inebriated. And then you know, once that gets all done, I'll go back to drinking. I would really honestly like to drink tea. It's just I feel like 8 ounces of tea is not enough to get me through a stream, because talking so much makes my mouth real dry. In fact, I think I'm almost out of this. So drinking something is definitely a bit of a requirement. So yeah, that will be Monday. So this is the pieces for the castle mock. I will build probably I think it'll be a couple months before I get to it. But it has to be sorted out at some point. And this feels a lot more relaxing than sorting out the Acclamator one, because I had to inventory the pieces and count them and all that stuff, but I don't feel like I need to do that step for this MOC, because everything is supposed to be in the box already, so. Yeah, Arnold, I know. And I have 2 left. I have 1 left now, so after this one is done, I won't have any more. But I did want to finish what I had. And really, two of these last energy drinks are not going to kill me at this point, or they shouldn't anyways. So once these are done, I'll take a break from them for sure. I appreciate my fans counseling me on my decisions, trying to keep me healthy and alive, and I'm listening to your feedback. This actually technically will be the last one that you guys see drank on stream, because I will not be drinking an energy drink on Monday's stream. So Holly, what you missed is that the next set I build has lots and lots and lots of fragile pieces, and I will be pretty nervous about building it out. So bourbon will small amounts of bourbon will get me through the night. And when I say small amounts, I don't see like 2 1.5 ounce pours will be enough. I will not do more than 2. Okay, so those are all supposed to be in. All right, so those go there. These get put in there. Oh. And then when it comes time for Ewok Village, which, as you all are aware, also has its fair share of brittle browns, unfortunately, I'll be swapping to Scotch. And after that, I doubt anyone will ever see me drink an alcoholic beverage on stream again. Yeah, I'm intrigued about Ewok Village because it's another one of those play sets that I don't normally build out. So we'll have to see how that goes. I think there's some exclusive minifigs in the Ewok Village, so I'll definitely have to put those in storage. Arnold, I a bag end stream. I mean, yeah, sure. I intend to, you know, I intend to stream the build for bag end at some point. At some point. I don't know when. Or it may just end up being a video. I intend to film as much stuff as I can. Never too old for Lego. You missed some stuff. I had some polls. I was hoping you'd drop in for the polls to be tiebreakers, because we had some tiebreakers that required breaking. I ended up with a great surprise, or a great suggestion rather, by Little Lego. I ended up making the tiebreakers into a separate poll, which did have an overwhelming winner. So I finished the Acclamator. It successfully is in its spot without breaking into a million pieces. So now I'm sorting out the next MOC I'm going to build, I guess, in a couple months. And I can't remember where I was sticking these at. Oh, there they are. And sorry, I have to respond to a text message here. I have a buddy that is a wordler, and we share our wordles, and he finally got back to me. So if you're curious, it was my 5th try today, so not as good as I usually am with Wordle, but it was one of those scenarios where you get a lot of the letters close, and then you don't end up, you keep getting close and close and close. All right, so that's the first one bags of the big pieces. I haven't even done the small pieces yet, so. Hey, thank you very much once again. Never too old for Lego. Okay, so now the little tiny pieces. Yeah, my buddy Chase has been using his name as a Wordle answer, or a Wordle starter for a while, and last week it was Chase that was the answer. So he finally got his first one guess. Well, maybe someday, never too old for Lego, I'll make you one. I just need some time, I guess. I have one one mod, and that is Zim, because he's been a part of this since really the very beginning. Before my first stream, even he would just hop on for some test stuff, and let me know what he thought. My starter is always the generic Ado starter that I've been using for forever. One of these days, it's going to be the word. One of these days. Right. Twos. Boy, look at these little studs. There's all kinds of little studs here. Pink too. I wonder what I'm going to be doing with pink studs. Nine 2-hour-long videos? How's the healing, by the way, Holly? You still feeling good? I'm gonna stick all of these little studs. All one pieces going the same way. Oh, the Big Mac, gotcha. Now that is Robotech, right? The Big Mac. That's a pretty good plan. That's going to be a long video. And something that I kind of discovered is, you know, and I'm not going to try to discourage you whatsoever, but I have my Venator builds out there as long videos, and I don't think, I'm not sure how long people have actually watched them, just because it's so, and this is some input I've received from some friends, it's so overwhelming to see like an 8-hour, oh, okay, speed build. Oh yeah, well that sounds like a good idea then. Okay, I need some more round ones, so I'll be right back. I got 2 of these things from Wally World. They're nice little storage sets, so I knew I'd need them for this build. So I got a lot more. Yeah, I like speed build videos. They can be sometimes a little pain in the butt to film. I'm gonna keep the slopes over here. I still have a speed build video to edit. Actually, I did one for the AT-AT helmet. This is just consumed. Well, not this, but the Acclamator consumed so much time. I never had a chance to really get to it. So that should come out probably next week. Yes, believe it or not, I do more than streaming. I do post videos sometimes. So any questions for me that have not been asked before, which you all have asked a fair amount of questions already. There may not be any new questions for me. I brought out the Executor and talked a little bit about why it was my favorite set at the beginning of the stream. So I guess you guys can catch that at some point. So many pieces, and this is just the beginning. Alright, so that is bag one. But wait, there's more of bag one. You know, maybe I will put these smaller slopes in their own. There, that's what I was looking for. I'll go ahead and stick my 2x3s in with the 2x4s. It shouldn't be too bad to find them. Ooh. I have no idea what these are supposed to be. I think there might be. I have no idea what these are supposed to be. Kind of an interesting little piece. Ooh, flats. Oh, I have heads. I've got one minifig head. I bet there will be a head in each one of these small bags. Yes! Yes, Com. I have played Helldivers 2. I like playing Helldivers 2. I think I'm okay at it. I do play with guildmates sometimes. I'm in a wonderful, wonderful World of Warcraft guild, but really they transcend World of Warcraft in the fact that, you know, once we get done with the current content, we still buddy up and play different games. Helldivers 2 is one of them, and I feel like I do an okay job. One time I did make a mistake. This was not playing with people in the guild. I just play with some randoms, and I picked the mines, and I threw the mines out, and I guess the people I was playing with wasn't paying attention, and they all ran into my mines and died. And that actually was the last time that I picked mines. Okay, Never Too Old for Lego, thanks for popping in, and I hope you get some rest. And I'll look for, you know, whatever you might be doing tomorrow. I think I have some time to watch some stuff. And good luck with your videos. Alexandria, yes. There were several people that kind of inspired me. I am a big fan of Austrian Brick Fan. He's the one that kind of inspired me to do speed builds. And his content is really amazing. And through Austrian Brick Fan, I somehow discovered Emma Soros, who she hasn't done a whole lot right now. She still posts some things every once in a while. Mostly she's doing stuff with cities. And also it was I think it was Brixie was another guy I was watching, and I think it was watching Brixie stuff. You know, my wife was like, you know, you have all these Legos and you're watching people build Legos. Why don't you just start your own channel? And I'm just like, I don't like being on camera, and I don't think anyone's gonna really watch me build Legos. But you know, I was like, well, you know, I might as well try it anyways. So I think it's funny that those two things happen in conjunction for, you know, my wife to make that suggestion. So yeah, that's how everything got started. My wife, she has her own YouTube channel. She hasn't done anything with it in a while, though. She's got enough subscribers and views and all that to be monetized herself, but she, for some reason, well, not for some reason, she actually hasn't gone through that process because she hasn't been filming anything in a while. So I think her thought process right now is, you know, what's the point at this moment? No, I never thought anyone would watch anything, Arnold. And in fact, at the beginning, really, no one did. And if anyone here, and there's a lot of people actually already that have their own channels, but my encouragement, or not encouragement, my advice for anyone that is thinking about starting their own channel is to do what I did, is enter in with the expectations that you may never be found, because YouTube is a large place, really. And when you're first starting out, you know, you don't really have anything to kind of get yourself out there besides, you know, some places will let you like self-promote, but a lot of places on Reddit actually frown upon that, so you really can't go through that avenue. So I just, for a while there, I mean, I just would just pretend like there were people there with me and just, you know, say some stuff just to kind of, you know, keep things going, because it's a little odd to just be there by yourself and, you know, not say anything. It's really, it's kind of boring to watch too. And then I would get people come in. That's funny. I would get people come in because, you know, right now I don't really look at my view count, but I used to at some point in time. I had the view count in one tab, and then in another tab I would have chat, so I could see both of them. So I would see that viewers would be present, but no one would be talking. And you know, even people to this day still hop in and work, and that's completely fine. But it wasn't until, I believe, the very first person that ever said anything in chat was someone named Mateo. And I'll never forget, because it took like 4 or 5 streams before anyone said anything. And then after that, it was like, you know, people started chatting, and it was the best thing ever. But I would never ever go into this with the expectation that day one you're gonna have a lot of people visiting, a lot of people chatting. My only advice is just to keep going, because eventually, you know, the algorithm will find you, or, you know, we'll get you put out there, and then from there the rest is history. Now, the one thing I am a little sad about is right after, it was the Imperial Star Destroyer. Okay. Yeah. That's I think that's what was going on with me. It was during the Imperial Star Destroyer that a lot of everyone that visits my channel first found me, like Arnold, Never Too Old for Lego, Area 56 Bricks, Constant, I think. Yeah, I'm probably missing a whole lot of people. And then what happened after that? I went on vacation. And I didn't have any videos set to go live. So it was like, for like a week and a half, I had no activity on the channel. Except I think I recorded a short. And posted that. because we were on a cruise, and I thought that I thought our cabin was pretty neat, so I recorded a short walkthrough of the cruise cabin and posted it online. Now the Blacktron cruiser, the one you're referencing, is retired, right? So many little pieces. No, Arnold, I think you joined me right before I went on vacation, because I remember it was like the second to the last, or maybe the last one that you joined. So that is bag 1. I guess I'll start on bag 2, because why not? Yeah, Brixie, man, he has got quite the setup. And believe you me, if I could ever get away with having a big old studio like that, I will. Because, I mean, that's just the dream. I think Brixie was invited to to Little Legos panel, but he's been pretty busy. If I ever win the lottery, there will be signs. And the signs will be having a studio like Brixie's. think I had a home for these somewhere. It's getting a little crowded over here. Oh yeah, over there. I feel like I should stick the Technic pieces together. And I should stick the arches together. I think I had a home for these. I'm going to stick those there with miscellaneous pieces. And I'm going to stick these together as well. I'll stick another one of these. Yes, little Lego, or not little Lego, Never Tool for Lego. He was also a little bit of an inspiration after you know, starting the channel, and the fact that, you know, what's the most important thing about building Legos is just keeping it to Legos, and, you know, having a nice welcome environment where really everyone is welcome. Making sure to keep the vibe nice and chill. And I think I'm running out of storage for these panels. I think I'm gonna have to start breaking those up by color, actually. Yeah, Rex, I would also certainly help out my coworkers, because my coworkers have been, you know, amazing people. In fact, one of my coworkers just recently, you know, subbed up and was watching the stream. I think it was on Wednesday. So I'd make sure that he got taken care of. And, you know, so far as the rest of it, you know, I would, you know, I'd sit down with the wife and, you know, talk out what our priorities would be. And, you know, my priority obviously would be some sort of, you know, Lego studio with a lot more space, and outside the house, and, you know, we would have budgets for what we would want our stuff to do, because I'm sure she would have her own priorities that are separate from mine, but there's no way in shape or form that we could not work out together what respectively we would like to do with, you know, the money. I imagine that she would want her own house, like a big house, and I would be on board for that. And, you know, she would have full say in what she wanted for that house. And then I would get my studio. I'm sure I would get my studio. And then, you know, we would work things out. Marriage is always, hey, Randucci! It's good to see you. Hopefully you're not too wore out from your stream earlier. That was quite a little session. You guys were going for a while. Yeah, Randucci, we were talking about what we would do if we won the lottery. I'm trying to remember where all this stuff is now. Well, thank you for making it here. I finished the Acclamator, and then after that we had some polls to kind of help determine what I would do to help to fill up the time of the stream, and it was sorting out the pieces for the castle MOC I will be building at some point. So that's what we've been doing. We've just been chatting, and I've been sorting, and we've been having a pretty good time. Also, what would be kind of neat, if I won the lottery, which is of course just a dream. I would like to buy a castle in Scotland, and then I would have a title. My family is from Scotland. Well, Randucci, I mean, it looks nice. The build looks nice. Am I satisfied with it? I mean, I appreciate that someone took the time to design it. I think that there's way too many illegal techniques in there. I would never recommend it to anybody. I mean, knowing that it has illegal techniques, it was definitely a difficult build. So, am I happy I did it? Sure, because it was a learning experience. It's something that I've never done before. But I could not consciously recommend anybody I know to actually to get it and build it themselves. So I would say, appearance-wise, it maybe gets like 4 stars out of 5. Build-wise, I'd say about a 1 out of 10. Or 1 out of 5, I guess, if I'm using the same scale. And of course, I say all this stuff, but I would still like to do something that would help benefit the community somewhat. Like where I live, there's really not a lot of homeless people where I live, but you know, of course, setting up some kind of some outreach for the people that are you know, suffering from drug abuse, something to help them get situated. Because where I live, there is a lot of people that, you know, struggle with taking drugs, trying to get off drugs. This is a lot of pieces. And this is just really getting started. Well, I don't know how I'm going to handle actually constructing all this. Alright, so I feel like I put something somewhere I shouldn't have, because I only have 3 of these little prong pieces and I should have 4 of them somewhere around here. So I'm trying to stave off any issues with missing pieces, because I know I'm currently missing something here. Oh, there it is. Crisis averted. Yeah. Yeah, I also agree that sometimes, you know, you think that all your money is going to where you believe your donations are made, and people take a cut of it. Where are my random things? Okay, here's my random things. Random things go there. I'm gonna put circular stuff in there too. Because why not? Shields go with the minifig stuff. All these little blocks go in this little thing. So this MOC I'm building is almost 6,000 pieces, by the way. Well, that I will build in the future, I should say. So it's going to be quite a hefty one. So Alexandria, where am I going to store all these? I have a box, and I'm going to stick them in a box. I'm going to put them in the storage closet. I think that's the only thing that I'm going to really be able to do. I have lids for everything. So I'll put the lids in, and then I'll stick them in a box, and then I'll stick them in the storage closet. And I'll forget about them for a little while, because I have plans tomorrow, and Monday I work, and then Monday after work I gotta get ready for the sandcrawler, and so I don't want to really think about this on Monday. And then Tuesday it's back to thinking about World of Warcraft raids in the new studio. That's good, Holly. Now I really I see small places for rent in town, and I just don't think I'm big enough channel-wise to warrant that that additional expense. But you know, I do think about it every time I see these little places for rent around town. It probably would be extremely expensive to rent out a place like that anyways. I think a part of my wife would welcome me moving this operation out of you know, the downstairs. But I already know what the answer would be if I asked her about it. She'd be like, no. But I have registered my channel as a business, so maybe I could write it off as a business expense. I'm just tossing things out. I don't really... I'm not serious about any of this. So Zim, I don't know if oh, merch will be coming. Merch will be coming at some point. Merch will be in two varieties. Variety 1 is what you guys see now, and variety 2 will be the stuff done by Blood Artiste that had you know, created the initial artwork that was great, and I love it, but I felt like because I was doing more than Star Wars sets, that I needed to expand and have, you know, something more than Star Wars, which is the only reason why I changed up the, you know, all the logos and stuff like that. She did great stuff. So yeah, that will come out at some point in the future. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Uncle Sam is going to want his due, little Lego. He always does. He always does. Dangerous because I just dropped the stud. Just trying to remember where I'm putting those things at. There's so many little things out now. Oh. What's in here? I'm probably going to have to split these things up. Well, monetization, I mean, really, you can get monetized, but, you know, I'd say, let's see, how many viewers did I have tonight? So I only had 34 views tonight. I think that might warrant like 6 cents. Or something like that. So the primary challenge, in my opinion, is getting interested viewers. And then kind of going from there. And that is my goal, is to get more viewers, not necessarily for money purposes, because I'm not going to be monetized for a while. I have some neat things, some neat Star Wars sets that I will be building out, and I would just prefer to have more people join in for that than, you know, than 8 or 9 or 10. I mean, I have, you know, all the first gen stuff. And when is the last time you've seen someone open up Darth Maul's bust that is new in box and build it on stream? That no one does that right now. There's no channels that are doing it live. I don't know if anyone has really done it live. I know people have built it out. Oh no, little Lego. Calm. That's pretty funny. I don't know if I could ever bring myself to dismantle that set. Not for a while. But that was pretty funny. I thought I had a room for one pieces, but maybe I don't. Just studs. That was pretty good. The problem with dismantling the Star Destroyer, or the Executor Superstar Destroyer, is that there are a ton of panels, and I don't know where I would stick all that stuff at. I mean, it's panel after panel after panel after panel. So I guess I'm going to sort these. These final 2 little bags quickly, and then call it. Because there's really not much left to sort. And then I'll put lids on all of these, and after the stream, and tuck them away safely from the kitties, because they will get at these little pieces for sure. Something like 58, 26 parts for the MOC. So there's, it will be my highest piece count build when I get that far. I can see that I'm probably going to have to split up some stuff eventually in the future. Because this miscellaneous cup is getting pretty full. Well, I guess the Titanic, I'm not counting that one, because that wasn't just me building it. That was a co-build with the wife. But I guess if you want to get into technicalities, then yes, that would be my highest piece count build. I'm just not counting it because I didn't build it alone. And I'm not sure I built 5,000 pieces of that. She built a good chunk of it, and I wanted her to build a good chunk of it because I got it for her, really. It's her favorite thing in the world is the Titanic. So, yes, it is very long, and yes, I do have the Titanic. It is displayed upstairs. It is in a plastic case. We have not a light kit for the Titanic, but we have a light kit for the case. So, you know, we can turn the light on and it's illuminated. And I think it will even do like a strobe effect to kind of simulate it being in a storm. And it's kind of a neat little backdrop in the case as well. All right. So, oh, well, I might be Holly, but it might be a tie for the Titanic, to be honest, because she just loves that ship so much. So, bags 1 and 2 are fully sorted. There's bag 3. There's 2 bags for bag 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then that's it. So there's still a lot more that needs to be sorted. So, yeah, there's a lot of pieces, Anyways, anyone have any last minute questions before I end things for the night? Thank you everyone for sticking around to watch me sort after the Acclamator was done. Also, thank you so very much for sticking around for the 10 Acclamator stream sessions, because that was a lot. And thanks for sitting through the jank, because there was a lot of jank, and dealing with me dealing with the jank. Yeah, well, I have a big box, so I think that the big box should cover it. Thank you, Holly. Thank you very much. Come. You're killing me. I don't have room for the Acclamator out right now. I think Com just wants to see me accidentally shatter the Acclamator by getting it out of its permanent residence. Oh, thank you, Alexandra. That means a lot. And yes, what Rex says is true. It's made out of brittle and jank, and it's only holding together by hopes and dreams right now. Well, thank you guys. You guys have been so wonderful. I guess I could zoom on it, but oh, calm. That sounds like a nightmare. That sounds like a nightmare. So, yeah, accidents and coincidence is probably even better than hopes and dreams. But so tomorrow there is a good chance for me to do an unscheduled stream. It would be Bear and it would be a test stream because I think tomorrow is a good day to try to see how multi-stream would go. So there is a good chance at some point tomorrow I will pop on for something unscheduled, and it probably wouldn't last for more than an hour or so. And I can't guarantee any quality because it'll be the first time using this software to multi-stream, so we'll have to see what it goes. I am anticipating no one joining, but if you wanna join in, that's cool. I'll be around for about an hour. And outside of that, Sunday at 6 for Sandcrawler. And I hope to see you guys there. And I'll post an updated schedule now because I know for sure what is going to be going on. So thanks everyone again for tuning in. It was great. I love you being here. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, but for sure Monday. So until then,